The Mystara project is proud to present Part 23 of the Black Coast campaign. In this video, the party continue on their journey to Lima, in the search for the mysterious LC behind the abduction of Princess Sylvia. On the 4th of Wind Moon, the party makes it to the port town of Nandua. Lima has not been able to persuade the prisoner to talk. The gate guards chuckle as they see the party and their prisoner. Timon boldly addresses the gate guards, informing them of how the prisoner and his comrades ambushed them, and hands over the prisoner to face justice. One of the guards winks at the prisoner and tells Timon with a smirk, "Oh yes, we will take care of this." The guards then inform the group that it is 5 GP per person and animal to enter the town. But Lima manages to bargain them down to 2 GP. As the party heads for the hidden treasure inn, it starts to drizzle on this windy night. When they pass a butcher's shop, the butcher says to them, "You're late. Take this to the warehouse by the old lighthouse." When Lima tells him he must be mistaken, he angrily replies, "Well, clear off then." The party reaches the hidden treasure inn, paying 1 GP per person and animal for the night. The next morning on the 5th of Wind Moon, the adventurers find a shop run by Fitbep that sells supplies. They buy 12 iron rations, 7 oil flasks and 6 torches for the journey to Lima. Lima bargains a 10% discount from Fitbep. The next day, Triac senses danger on the trail. He spots poor Prince, but no sign of their creator. After a windy day's travel, the adventurers make it to the gates of Lima at dusk, on the 9th of Wind Moon. As they approach the gate, they see a royal edict posted on the wall. It says, "Be it known that yesterday, vile and treacherous fiends kidnapped Princess Arelina, King Lima Khan's youngest daughter. Be it also known that royal guardsmen pursued the kidnappers to the gates of a house bounded by 2 dark towers. Archers and lancers have surrounded the evil place, and trapped the wretched kidnappers within. Be it also known that the king has forbidden the archers and lancers to attack the House of Towers, so long as the princess remains inside. Therefore, the king seeks a few strong warriors to enter the house and rescue Princess Arelina. Thus, King Lima Khan offers a reward of 50,000 gold pieces to any person or party who rescues the princess by nightfall tomorrow. The king also offers one of his finest war horses to each rescuer. Be warned. If the princess is harmed or is killed, or if the rescuers try to turn back, the king's archers and lancers will be forced to kill the wrongdoers." The party becomes excited about the reward. Saudara comments that yet another princess has been kidnapped. Perhaps LC is behind this as well. They enter the city and find an inn called the High Horse to spend the night. At dawn on the 10th of Wind Moon, the party head off to the House of 2 Towers, after getting directions from the innkeeper. They make their way through the crowds and inform the royal guards encircling the house that they are here to rescue Princess Arelina. The guards let them through. The PCs head up the stairs past 2 gargoyle statues to the doors. Suddenly, the stone statue on the left rotates, its clawed wing just missing Triac. Triac bashes the statue with his war hammer until it breaks apart. Timon destroys the other statue with her mace. Ambil listens at the door, but hears nothing. Lima opens the doors. The sound of scurrying rats echoes from the north end of the hall. Triac parts the rotting curtains with his war hammer, revealing a 10-foot by 5-foot area containing rotten clothes hanging on pegs, several pairs of mud-caked shoes and boots. After poking around with his hammer, he searches through the contents, only finding 2 SP among the ragged clothes. Lima swishes her sword through the cobwebs, but they appear to just contain small, harmless spiders. The rats also appear to be harmless. Lima proceeds to the broken mirror, but as she touches it, it disappears, along with the bricked-up window, revealing a door. Ambil examines the footprints closely, noting some are fairly fresh. Unfortunately, there are so many, their direction is hard to follow. Timon examines the table, but finds nothing of interest. Ambil listens at the southeastern door, but does not hear anything. Lima tries to open the door, but it is locked. Ambil gets out her tools and picks the lock. Lima opens the door. Suddenly, an undead-looking creature leaps up from a sofa. A few seconds later, 3 more of these creatures rise from the sofa and chairs to attack. Triac's alertness gives him the initiative. He steps forward, presenting his holy symbol of the Earthmaster with conviction, and calls upon the ghouls to be banished from his sight. All 4 ghouls flee to the back wall, clawing at it trying to escape. The PCs hack down the terrified ghouls and search the room. Lemunda takes one of the swords and clears the cobwebs from it. It appears to be made of silver. She gives the other sword to Ambil. Saudara looks at the books and bookcases. She selects 9 that she finds interesting. Timon examines the desk. She opens one of the bottles and smells it. She recoils in disgust, reporting it smelt like wet dog. The other bottles smell similarly bad. She takes a look at the crystal goblets and appraises them as very low value. She looks at the scroll and says it contains a cure light wounds spell. In the desk drawer she finds a potion bottle. Ambil checks the sofa and chairs, but finds nothing. Triac inspects the rug. He notices that it rises slightly in the center. He quickly drags it away, revealing a trapdoor in the floor. Ambil puts her ear to the trapdoor and listens, but she can't hear anything. Lemunda opens the trapdoor by pulling it towards her. The lantern light reveals a ladder leading down a vertical shaft. She climbs down it, then realizes it is crawling with tiny spiders. She climbs to the bottom and quietly reports that there is a tunnel leading south. Ambil puts a torch and tinderbox in her backpack and starts climbing down the ladder. Unfortunately, the ladder breaks. But Ambil manages to land safely. Ambil gets out her rope and grappling hook and throws it up to Triac. Triac secures it on the sofa. Ambil lights a torch and follows Lemunda cautiously along the tunnel. The tunnel turns and eventually widens into a small cavern with the east wall comprising rocky rubble. Lemunda spots a skeleton lying on the floor. She pokes it with her sword and gets no response. It does not appear to have anything of value on it. The pair head back, extinguish the torch, and climb up the rope to the others. The party return to the hallway. They approach the northwestern door. The sounds of scuffling, gnawing, and squeaking get louder. Ambil listens at the door, but doesn't hear any additional noises. Lemunda opens the door. 2 giant rats suddenly freeze momentarily, then leap to attack. As Lamunda slays the fleeing giant rat, she notices 3 giant centipedes crawling out of the lumpy rug that she disturbed when pursuing the rat. With the centipede slain, and Triac luckily resisting their poisonous bite, Timon tends to Triac's wounds, successfully healing 3 points of damage. She then casts Cure Light Wounds from the scroll, healing him the maximum 7 points. With the PCs catching their breath after back-to-back battles, we shall conclude part 23 of the Black Coast campaign here. In the next episode, the adventurers will search this bedroom, and try to work out why their sling bullets and Triac's war hammer were unable to damage 2 of the giant rats. They still have plenty of time to rescue Princess Arelina, but Saudara has cast her magic missile for the day. We shall have to wait for now, to see how they fare until next time.